Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the CPCA podcast, Backstage Pass. I'm your host, Sarah. Today, I have my lovely co-host, Maggie Brennan, with me. How you doing today, Maggie?
I'm feeling great. How are you feeling, Sarah?
I am doing just fine, Miss Maggie. I'm so excited that you're here with me again. I love my CPCA peer advisor co-hosts. I keep bringing on new ones, and it's always fun to have new energy in the Zoom room. We also, I don't know if you can see, we have an amazing guest with us. Today's guest is a sophomore theater major in the acting concentration. He has already been involved in many shows and clubs during his first 2 years here at Temple, and he is currently performing in the incredible production of Blood at the Root. We are so excited to welcome Evan Mayorga. How are you doing today, Evan?
Hello, I'm doing great. How are you?
Yay, we are great. I'm so excited to have you here. This is like, I don't know, we've had a couple seniors, so it's nice to get some sophomore energy in here.
Nice.
See what the underclassmen are up to, you know? Alrighty, so since you are a theater major, we always love to ask this question. What is your favorite Temple show that you've attended here?
I will say, at least out of last semester, the shows that I saw, Spring Awakening had some really, really fantastic singers, and that was enjoyable.
That's awesome. Oh, I loved Spring Awakening. It was so nice to like see a musical again too.
Yeah.
It had been a while, and I was like, oh my God, I forgot that like people sing in front of you and dance too. Oh my God, it's crazy.
That's now we've graduated to performances without masks, so that's fun too.
I know, it's crazy. And I feel like it still worked really well with the masks. Like they were able to like they were able to get through it and still sing. Like I don't know how they sang with all that. That was incredible. Craziness. Awesome. We also like to ask, what is your favorite show you've seen in Philly? Have you ventured beyond Temple's campus to see some of the awesome companies we have down here?
Yes, over spring break, I had the opportunity to see Choir Boy at the Philadelphia Theater Company. It was beautiful. A fantastic show. And like I was able to get friends to go see it as well. Like the set design was really magnificent and the singing was just so, I really love singing.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Oh my God. Is it still running?
No, it closed a few weekends ago.
Dang it. Because I was talking to someone about it and they said they loved it. And I was like, oh my God, I have to put that on my radar. I got to get there. Oh, I always miss things just too quick. Oh, they need to just like keep it going. Like Broadway has things open for months. I'm like, keep it going in Philly so I have time to see it. Oh my goodness. Crazy. Yeah. I love Philly theater. I love Philly Theater Company too. They always have, I love that space. I feel like they always do a lot with that. And it's also
so quite regal. Yeah. I like it there.
So journeying back up to Temple, you are a sophomore here. So this is what, your fourth semester?
Yes.
Craziness. Almost halfway done. Can't believe it.
Pretty much.
So, what has been your favorite class that you've taken? It could be like a theater one or a gen ed, or you could give one of each, all that.
Gen ed. For one of my gen eds, I took a class called Workings of the Mind, which is a psychology course. And that was kind of like, it was a lot of reading, but for the first time I was actually interested in the reading that we were doing, because it was like just a lot of, I guess, theories about consciousness. So that was cool. Theater, specifically, basic movement with Siobhan Michelle Norris. That woman is a fantastic teacher, and she has taught me so much. Like, and it's such an easy class. Like, you just have to be there and be in the moment. I love it so much.
Siobhan is incredible. I'm so sad I didn't get to take that class with Siobhan, but Siobhan was the first director I ever worked with. My first semester here at Temple, I was a little baby, and I was like, no. Siobhan was my first director, and she just took us all under her wing, and she's just incredible and
Just
so
have
fun to work with.
experience. Yeah, I was able to. She invited me and another student to like do a project with her at the ARC historical house or something. It was called the Sincerity Project. It was just so much fun. And that was actually like the first performance, or like outside of, that's another performance outside of Temple that I saw where they didn't have masks on. It was just really cool. Siobhan, an artist. Ride or die for that woman.
Yes,
So
literally.
true.
Oh my God.
Awesome.
That's amazing. We always love Siobhan. We could talk about her. We could just make this about her. And
Please.
oh my gosh, amazing. I think I've said this 7 times, but you are a theater major.
I am.
So we have to do a lot of rehearsing, rehearsing monologues, rehearsing scenes, all that stuff. So do you have a favorite spot on campus that you like to go rehearse, either with your scene partner or doing your movements, your monologues, all that stuff?
The lower lobby of Tomlinson. That place has our backs. It is, I mean, even though it's like dark and underground and that's where the bathrooms are, it really serves a lot of purposes. Like it's a conference room, it's a rehearsal space, just somewhere to sit and be by yourself.
So true.
Rehearsing. Yeah.
And I feel like there's just like, I don't know, there's always someone down there. And I'm always like, hey,
Exactly.
how you do? But like, it's never like a, oh, there's someone. It's like, oh, nice to see you. How you doing? It's always funny.
Exactly. Yeah. It's cozy as well.
I love going down there. This is so random. I love going to the bathroom down there because I always find people, and I feel like no one knows about it except for like us.
It's so peaceful. It
is.
Oh my goodness. Actually, I have a story about the men's room down there.
Oh no.
It's not a bad story. I think it has a cute ending. So yesterday I was in there and I noticed that like on the stall there's like a number that says, for a good time, call blah 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 blah. And I was like, I'm sure no one has ever called this number or even noticed that it was there. So I'm gonna call it. And I did. And I was like, hello, this is me from, I don't know, just kind of like saying like, this number was on the thing. I want to know who's behind the number. And they texted me and they were like, yeah, I went to Temple back in like 2004 to 2008. And one of my friends must have like trolled me and like wrote my number on the thing. But yeah, I still talk to those friends. Like we had a group text and we still have that group text to this day. Like it was some of the best years of my life. I hope you're having a great time. It was so, like the fact that they actually responded quickly. And it was like, yeah, I'm just laughing about this. I was like, exactly what I was looking for.
Oh my God. That's insane.
Were y'all ever in Ritter last semester when the sticky note that said text this number to play like pool or cup pong on iMessage or whatever was on the water fountain? My roommate texted that number and was in like a long-standing game of, I think it was pool, I'm pretty sure it was iMessage pool, for literally like 3 weeks. And then they got and they couldn't like respond as often. And the number texted them one day and was like, yo, you gotta play me back. I love that. That's so fun.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
That's so wholesome though. Like that group text.
That is.
Like she was like, I've made those friends and we've been best friends for like the past 15 years. Like that isn't
That's amazing. So cute. Oh, love it. Amazing. You never know what you're gonna find down there. Exactly. That's why we love it. Like you just never know. You never know.
It was kind of like a time capsule. Like I'm calling you from like 2022. Someone put this number down in like 2006, 2007.
That's crazy to think about. I'm like, what was I doing during 2006? Going to kindergarten? Like what? Like
exactly.
It's so cool. Oh my God. I love that. Okay, I have another question for you. So I don't know if you know about this place, but it's a wonderful place. We have a couple on campus and it's called the 7-Eleven. I don't know if you've heard of it. We love it.
Sounds a little bit familiar.
We love the 7-Eleven. It's always there for us. So I would love to know what your go-to snack from 7-Eleven is.
I don't know if you can consider this a snack, but I've been getting waters from there Just like I'm always looking for like the alkaline pH something
Mhm.
with electrolytes, because because I don't know, some regular purified water doesn't actually like absorb into you the way that I guess this kind of water is. So like I've been going there a lot for that water, and that's water specifically.
Yeah, you gotta stay hydrated. You gotta
Most
stay
things.
hydrated.
Yeah, exactly. Water is good for you. I don't understand people who don't like water.
I know. I like water after like that's the first thing I do in the morning. I wake up and I'm like, and I need to chug a giant
Mhm.
glass of water and then I
Mhm.
can move about my day. But if
Exactly.
not, I'm just like, that's it. That's it.
Truly, water is
Yeah.
essential.
One of my red flags is when people don't like water. So understand.
Literally. What brand is that? Because my little brother's obsessed with like Fiji water. So like
It's
I love to know the
Skyra,
name.
Skyra, Icelandic spring water, naturally
Ooh,
8.88 pH.
from Iceland.
Yeah, I saw the 8, like 888, and I was like, angel number, might as well take this one.
So true. Yes.
I love that.
Oh
That's so
my God.
Exactly. Faded water. Mhm.
You gotta hydrate. Amazing. Um, alrighty. So I know I said in your bio that you are crazy involved already and you're only a sophomore. So like, please tell us all of the shows you're a part of. Tell us all the clubs. Just go through that list because it's extensive and it's amazing.
Um, okay, well, I guess it all started when I first got to Temple. The first show I did was From Safe to Brave. It was like it was like a Zoom production, and Dr. Kamika wrote it, and it was kind of like, I guess it was a project that she did a few years before, like prior, and then revamped because the racial tension in 2020. So we did that show, and it's just kind of cool, like getting to know Dr. Kamika through that process and like understanding her poetry. Brilliant woman, brilliant woman. I will also sing her praises. And then I was a part of the, what was it, Ben Vargas Short Stuff Festival.
Yeah.
And I was in the production of Isolated, a one act written by Camille James. Stage managed by Journey Lutz. Journey Lutz is a close friend who I started a club with. This is like around like that time when we were doing that production. I started like hanging out with her because she was also on campus. And we talked about getting a club together called Theater Underground, which we established this year, which is for like, that safe and brave space for Black students who are in the theater company or the theater program here at Temple. Just to, I guess, get to know each other, and if we ever want to work on things and kind of be aware of, when people are doing stuff. I don't know, just to empower each other, stuff like that. And we were able to perform last semester at the Wellness Day event that was put together by the Student Advisory Board, which is another thing that I do, which is led by Dr. Kamika. So me and my friend Amadou, who is the president of Black Acting Methods Society, we were chosen to be on the Student Advisory Board and put together a Wellness Day event that was just kind of like, I guess, meant to encourage students to take care of themselves while we head into exams. And we had some performances from people like in the theater school, the film and media school, Boyer, and stuff like that. So Theater Underground got to perform a poem. That is something that we did. And yeah, that's kind of like the whole circle of stuff that I do. And yeah, Black Acting Methods Society. Amadou and I began the process of joining that last year, and we just like completed all the stuff to get inducted. So we're supposed to get inducted at the beginning of April. And then we'll be able to, we kind of started holding meetings for like here at Temple. And Black Acting Methods is just about like theories and methodologies of acting created with an Afrocentric lens. It's kind of like academic work, but it's fun work. It's actually really, really interesting. So yeah, we've been like spearheading that club. And yeah, those are most of the things that I do. And now I am in, like you said,
That's amazing, Evan. That's amazing. Oh my gosh. That's so great that you're finding all of these things, all of these ways to get involved and keep going and keep Temple moving forward. And it's amazing. I
Thank
love seeing the underclassmen being go-getters and doing the incredible things. It's awesome.
Thank you.
So cool. So I know you talked about Theater Underground a bit. So I wanna know more about Theater Underground. I love it. I love that you guys have started this club, and tell the people how you can get involved, how your meetings work, how just all the things that you do.
Well, a lot of what we do is kind of like performance based, just giving giving each other the space to workshop their stuff. Next week we're having a table reading of a play that Camille James wrote. So honestly, actually, if you want to sit in and listen, that's one way to get involved. Listen to her play or listen to this play reading, just so that she can like hear the words out loud for the first time. That's like one thing that we do. We're working on performing at the Raise Your Voice event, which is April 9th. Like a few of us are singers, so we've gotten together and shared songs, shared performances, just kind of, I don't know, I feel like it's like I don't know how to describe it, but it's like a way to like workshop with each other.
Yeah.
And yeah, if you want to be involved, it's just kind of like under the I guess guise of helping Black students feel brave to speak their minds, perform the way they want to, and let their work be heard. So yeah,
it's amazing. Reach out to Evan. He'll get you involved in that.
Yes.
Amazing. That's awesome. And I love that. I love that you and Journey and all those other cool people started it, because there's some cool people.
Yeah.
Hang out with them.
Including Brianna.
Yes. Brianna.
Yes, Brianna is our outreach coordinator, and she's a wonderful light.
We love Brianna.
Ride or die for her too.
Literally, no question.
Shout out to Brianna. We love you.
Yes.
Yeah, amazing. So something that you put on your questionnaire form that I was like, oh my gosh, I haven't asked this question in a while. But you started off your first 2 years here kind of during COVID, during quarantine, during all that jazz. Yeah. So what was that like for you? How did you spend your first year of college? What did you do, man?
Well, okay. So it wasn't like my first year of college, because I originally transferred from University of Pittsburgh. And like kind of like as soon as COVID hit, like second semester, I like fell off, and I was like in the process of transferring anyway. So in a way it was kind of like starting over, especially like the summer before getting to Temple. Like I like that, and that was like all of quarantine, or like the beginning of quarantine. And I just spent a lot of like not having to really do anything, and like being inside just kind of told me to, I guess, find a good routine for myself that will like keep me like safe and healthy, like eating correctly and going for walks and being outside when I can. I don't know. So like I started to really that was like my little version of self-love, and I like prioritized that like immediately when I got to Temple, like first semester. And all of my classes were on Zoom, so it felt like I could really work around my day properly. Like, okay, I just have to be on the computer for a bit, and then as soon as this class ends, close the computer, leave, stretch, run, or something like that. I don't know, be outside. But yeah, so I mean, it was kind of interesting, at least first semester, because I was still home. So a lot of my day was just like, I don't know, connecting with myself, and then when I had to be on Zoom, and like if I had to type something, like I don't know, I felt more in control of like placing that stuff. Yeah, and giving myself time to just be me. And then second semester, I got to Temple, and I was in like Morgan South by myself, like in that big like 4-person dorm all alone. I only talked to for most of second semester, I only talked to 2 people in person.
Oh my gosh.
All of my interactions like Zoom. But then, we got to last semester, and I was like kind of like easing into in-person classes, which was like still kind of weird because I don't know, getting used to not seeing people's faces and having to like pay attention to just up here and how people emote through there. I don't know. I felt like you could kind of feel the disconnect, but I felt like it was like unspoken. And yeah, but I mean, here we are this semester. People are taking off masks. You're seeing faces. It's weird. But it's cute. I don't know. It's just been a long 2 years. But I'm just glad that we have at least gotten to a place where it's, I don't know, I'm around people. I get to be seen.
For sure.
So true. It's just, it's so nice to be here again. Cause I was like home for like the whole COVID. Like this is the first semester I've been back in 2 years.
You weren't even in person last semester? Wow.
I had a couple classes, but I would like commute. So like I just, and it's just so nice to like be back again because like, I don't know, like I forgot, like I would just live in my basement, my childhood basement, and like, it's just nice coming back here and being like, oh my God, I can just be around my friends whenever I want. I can see all of my theater people walking around. I'm like, oh my God, hi, how are you? And it's just nice to see all the people because we're theater people. We are people of the people,
Yeah. It is it is still like a huge adjustment though. Like,
definitely.
I don't know. That was just like a really, really long pause.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't like talking about it in a way where it's like, it was a really long pause. What are we gonna do? We're just there in the trenches. No, but like, what did that? I don't know. I feel like having the opportunity to kind of like step back into the world very, very slowly can really be a moment.
Yeah.
It was. It was.
It was very like, it was so nice. Like I got to spend a lot more time with my family, my dog.
Yeah.
Now we're here. Now we're back. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I feel like, I don't know. I feel like I also like, it's really funny because I've gotten some of my like socially awkward tendencies back from like, I'm like, ew, I feel like I kind of like reverted back to my middle school days slightly when I have to like meet new people. I'm like,
exactly.
It's so funny. Yes. And now I feel like I'm kind of getting over that again. But like last year I was just like, ew, why are you people looking at me? I was like, why do I feel like I'm 13 again? What's going on? That is honestly the best way to put it. We need to talk about it more. I know. I was like, I know. I'm like, if I'm feeling this way, I know you're feeling this way too, right? Like, this is just weird. This is weird. We're all being awkward. Like, where are the real icebreakers? Literally. Oh my God. Amazing. So I know you just mentioned all of the things that you do and all the things that you've done. Mm-hmm. And I just need to know personally, what's your secret? How do you keep doing it? How do you manage all of the things? And how do you do it? I need to take notes. I need to write it down. I feel like the real answer is not like appropriate. But I will say, I feel like, at least on a college campus, you kind of have to treat it like a playground, like it's an adult playground, and you're just running through the weeds. Yes. I'm gonna go to the monkey bars now. All right, it looks like I'm on the slide. I don't know. I just find myself where I need to be, and it feels like that's okay. I'm here now. Now I'm talking to this person. Now I'm doing this thing. I guess I have time to work on something. Let me get on my laptop. Oh my God. I don't know. It's been a while since I've eaten. I'll eat now. I don't know. I really don't even try to like think about the schedule because like I definitely like thought I needed a specific routine, like here at this time, and I have like set up my schedule like that. But nah. It never works. It never works. It really doesn't. You kind of have to like, it doesn't. I don't know, breathe, work around time, work in time, act like time doesn't exist. I don't know. I love the playground monkey bar. Oh my God, that's so right. Like because at the same time, like I mean, I don't know, being inside of Temple's campus is like, okay, it's a little college world that we can scurry through.
and, you know, you're working kind of about your own business, like, you know, adult life. Eventually, you're going to have to just be moving through the world aimlessly.
So true.
So, yeah. And I feel like somehow I've stumbled upon a lot of things. And now I'm like, wow, no wonder I'm tired.
I know. I'm like, I love it. I love the running around. Anytime I see Maggie, I'm just like, hi. Like
Literally.
running to my
Exactly. hiking. This place is big.
No, right? I think that's also going back to the quarantine thing. That's something I forgot. Like I'm still bad at my time management. Like I used to be like my time management.
I honestly blame Zoom, because like I got in the habit of like, I just need to be on the computer at this time, and I can take as long as possible as soon as I log on. And now I feel like that transferred to everything else, because I'm like, oh yeah, I have an hour and I have to be at you know, Tomlinson at 11. I'm not thinking about, I just know that I'm going to be there at 11, but like not incorporating the time it's going to take to get there. And I'm like, oh, I should probably leave at, you know, this time. So then I either leave like way too early or way too late.
I'm always a little too late. Like, and it's so annoying because I hate being late. And I'm like, oh, I can't do it. I don't know why. My body won't let me leave the house until I have to be somewhere in 5 minutes. Like, I don't know why.
Actually. And I mean, I feel like at the same time, like, I appreciate that at least other students get that it's like, no, it's okay. I'm all over the place as well. You get here when you get here. Oh my gosh, do you have a sunset lamp? Maggie, do you have a sunset lamp?
In fact,
that's so pretty.
Oh my
I love
gosh.
it. I just now realized it. That's really cute. I love sunset lamps.
I tried.
Oh my gosh, I was at my friend's house last night and she had hers up too. It's so pretty to look at. I was literally just like looking.
No, it's a game changer. Like the whole vibe is different. Like the feng shui has feng shuied now that I have this. Like,
yeah.
So nice.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you.
Amazing. I love it. Okay. I have like 2 more questions and then we're going to get to our game. So one question that I'm really interested about is that I heard that you wrote something and it appeared on a podcast. So what is that? How did you do that?
Okay. This was in quarantine, like the April. So I listened to this podcast called The Read, and starring like Kid Fury and Crystal West. They're like 2 friends who just kind of like get on there and read people. It's a lot of fun. I became like addicted to that podcast. Like anytime I'm not listening to music and I'm walking somewhere or like just trying to do something, I just let their voices play in the back of my head. So they have like at the end of every show, they have a segment where they just like have a specific person that they've chosen for the week that they need to just cut into it. And every now and then, if they don't have one themselves, they like take reads from the like listeners. So I wrote one in about like there were these protesters like in like at the beginning of quarantine who were like, I guess, protesting the mask mandate or whatever, and like protesting quarantine. But they like showed up to like, I guess, whoever's mayor's house, like talking about, oh, I need to get a haircut, end this quarantine now, which I guess is just because like they were frustrated being inside. But it was like, you know, there's a virus, like you got to stay inside. There's a reason why we're staying inside. But I just thought it was like, so like, I guess at the time I was like, if y'all continue to be outside, like, I don't know. I was one of those people there. I was like, if we continue to be outside and don't follow the rules, the longer this is going to take. So like, I don't know. My like mom told me about the protest and I was like so annoyed. So I like wrote in like one of those reads and just to see if it would happen. I was like in my bed, like as soon as I woke up, just kind of like typing like angrily, just and then I sent it to them and then they actually read it on the show. And like I didn't really like, I was just like, oh, I shared it with my sister because she listens to the podcast and she was like, oh my gosh, that's so cool. But then I like Googled like a few months later, like how many people actually listen to that show? And they have like a good like few million listeners every month. So I was like, that technically means whatever I wrote, that was sent into the people that they read on the podcast was listened by quite a few million people. It kind of like, when I like looked it up, I was like, oh, wow. Imagine that, your words like being listened to by millions of people, even though they have no idea who I am. It's not even like they said my name or anything. Like they can't look me up. It's just like, this is what this person had to say. So I don't know. I thought that was pretty remarkable.
That's awesome. Yeah. I love that.
I'm gonna start listening to that podcast. I feel
Yeah,
like
no, seriously. I love
It can be fun. It can be fun. It can also be a lot, but yeah.
both.
It's so cool. I think that's also like, I don't know, that's really cool. That's like a good way to put it. Like, I think that's kind of why a lot of us do theater too. It's like to reach people and to tell people these things and these stories. So like, that's cool that you found like another outlet to do that.
Yeah,
I circles back.
Exactly. And it's not even like, I don't know, the recognition or like, because that's like, I don't know, it's just looking, like realizing it after the fact. Because it's more just in the moment, like, yes, I'm sick of this quarantine too, but we gotta stay inside. And people actually like looked at the person who was on their soapbox.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, get down now.
Oh my god.
We all need that moment.
Yeah. We do. We love it. All right. So this is the big question. The reason we brought you on today. The big question. We had the wonderful Cheyenne Parks as our guest last week to talk about this wonderful, amazing show. She's the the associate director of Blood at the Root, and you are one of the stars of Blood at the Root. And you just came off an incredible understudy performance. I'm so lucky I got to be one of the people who got to see it. They were turning people away, you guys. It was crazy. I was like, oh my gosh. It felt like, I don't even know. It felt like it was like opening night of a Broadway premiere. I was like losing my mind. It was so cool.
Yeah.
But I got my little golden ticket and I went in and I was like, yes. But Evan, you're in this incredible show, and please tell us about your experience in the show, what you do, talk about your understudy run, how that went, all of that stuff.
Well, okay, yes, I'm in Blood at the Root. I'm in the ensemble, a really incredible, fun ensemble, and I understudy the role of DeAndre. What can I say about Blood at the Root? Well, so yesterday, we did have the understudy run. So I got to, perform as DeAndre. And, in the case that something happens to the star, Maxila, incredible. If anything happens to him, which I'll have to go on. But you understand what an understudy is. I don't have to explain. I didn't have to explain that. But we had our understudy run, so like all the understudies, had the chance to just step on the stage and step into the character for a moment, and it was just so much fun. It was actually kind of scary that like that many people were trying to come see it, because I was like, oh, it's just the understudies. I thought this was gonna be friends, like maybe some parents, like, oh yeah, you did a great job, like just to like, oh, hype up the understudies just for a moment. But then like knowing that other people were trying to go see, I was like, oh. Is it that serious? Is it really that? But I mean, I guess Blood at the Root in total, like sold out already. Like at the beginning of this week, the entire show sold out. So I guess it's just really, really popular, which I mean, it kind of makes sense because it's directed by Amina Robinson. And who doesn't love Amina? Who doesn't want to see her work? Who doesn't want to, be in her vicinity? She's fantastic. But yeah, I think, I feel like there's but yeah, Amina Robinson. Fantastic director, and working under her was just really, really, I don't know. She works very, very fast, and I feel like we had a way to like just be in the production in and out, and rehearsals would go by really, really quickly. Like the first week, she said that we were going to do ensemble building, and she was like, I think we did like a sufficient amount of ensemble building within the first day. Like y'all got it, and I don't know, like it kind of became like second nature to do the show because it's a very heavy show, and I mean, at least I found a way to kind of like step into the intensity and step out of it, like without weighing on me. Of course, there were like moments where I was like, ooh, it's a lot. But I don't know. There's very, very, very supportive people. The lead roles, the principal actors, they're absolutely phenomenal. like I said, Maxiela, he plays DeAndre. If you have a chance to see it, if you had a chance to secure your ticket, he'll be there starting again tonight. And I don't know, Alexis Good, she's a fantastic Raylan. Lindsay McHugh, she plays Asha. She's a light on stage. Roman Fosco, my box office buddy. We both work on the box office. And like we like saw them talking in the group chat, like, yeah, there's a lot of people. We're gonna have to break some hearts tonight. Like even up until we were like, because we start out walking into Randall. So we were like in I guess the lobby area and saw like a long line of people like waiting to get in. And we were like, what's happening? I don't know. I wasn't I didn't think anybody was coming. Or not anybody was coming, because like I knew I had friends that wanted to see, but that's what I was saying. I was like, just going to be friends. But the principal actors were in the audience as well. Did I say all of their names? Hannah Reininger, I don't know how to pronounce her last name. And I think that is everyone in the main cast. But they were in the audience along with Cheyenne and Amina, and they were kind of like cheering for us. So it was just like a really cool, it was a really cool performance to like, I guess, like have them like sit there and watch the work kind of come out and see, you know, our take on it, see the difference and stuff like that. And just the point of theater, like you could have, like, I feel like with TV shows and movies, you have like one set cast, and like that's I mean, of course you have like different movies and renditions, but I mean, but like that's like the true magic of theater. You have different renditions all the time. Like you never know how it's actually going to be placed. Like the original production is different from this one. The understudy cast is different from the next one. And just seeing how like theater evolves and what different pieces you can focus on from different perspectives. But yeah, that was, I don't know. I don't know what else to say about the show. It's just, it was a really cool experience. And I give a lot of that to Amina, because there's something about her energy and the way that she kind of like carries everyone through it. I mean, she just has an atmosphere about her that's like, we're going to do work and we're going to be okay. We're going to be fine. We're going to have fun. You know, we're going to feel a lot of things. And I don't know, just bringing it to a very, very human level. Loved it. Yeah.
She's so cool. She's so cool. She's so great to work with. Oh my gosh. Yes. The understudy run was incredible.
When it comes to an understudy run, hot take, not even a hot take, but like people sleep on it. Like I was hearing people be like, oh, like, I don't know if anyone's going to go. And I was like, I've talked to like at least 30 people that I have classes and every one of them was like, we're going to try. And I was like, all right, the theater seats like maybe 50 people. So like, but this always happens. And it's really cool to see how this department and everybody that supports the department like shows up to do that all the time. So
yes.
That's really awesome.
Yeah. Theater people need to support other theater people. Yeah. And I feel like that's like exactly why I wanted Theater Underground, because like especially like for Black students, like let's be able to be there to support each other and then go back and support the rest of the theater department. Like I don't know, just having the people that are going to sit in the audience for you and relying on the fact that they will be there. So yeah, Temple's not a bad place.
That's beautiful. I love it. Amazing. Yeah. So if you didn't get your ticket, okay, if you did get your ticket, you got to go. You have to go. And get there early, because people will take your ticket. And if you didn't get your ticket, get there early so you can take the people's tickets, because you can get on the wait list and they'll let you in.
Exactly.
I was like, they have a wait list and you can get in. If
Box office secret.
There, you can get in. I got in. I don't know how, but I did. I went to dinner with my friends, and my roommate Danny, she works in the box office too. She was like, you have to be here at 7 or I'm not letting you in. And I was like, so we ran across Broad Street, we sprinted and we got in. So you can do it. You can do it.
I just wanted to like mention, because she's another box office associate, Marissa Emerson, quite the popular gal.
Marissa.
She did a fantastic job. And I feel like she and I found a way to like create like that brother-sister relationship.
No, you guys,
even though we had like one time to perform, like we found that like spot of magic between us, even like outside of like off the stage outside of rehearsal, like being in the box office and just seeing her, I feel like I don't know. It was wonderful to see her like really perform.
Yes,
Great
usually
person. Get into Marissa. Fantastic girl.
her energy was it was so perfect. It was so great together. I loved it. Amazing. So good. All right. Well, we are nearing the end of our podcast, but we have one quick little thing before you leave. We have our famous Temple This or That game where we ask you a couple questions and you're going to have two options. Got to pick your option. You can explain your answer if you want, but you only have 1 minute to do it. And I'm going to put 1 minute on the clock. And oh my goodness, sorry, my phone did one of those weird, like, update your thing, whatever. And Miss Maggie is going to ask you the questions, and I'm going to set the timer, and we are going to get ready. Are you ready? You ready, Evan? You ready, Maggie?
All right, I'm ready. Are you ready?
All righty, here we go. 3, 2, 1, start.
Okay, Sack or a food truck?
Food truck.
Richie's or Saxby's?
Richie's.
Ooh, good choice. Ritter or rehearsal hall?
Rehearsal hall.
Acting or singing?
Singing.
Oh. Wawa or 7-Eleven?
7-Eleven.
Wawa or Sheets?
Sheets.
Yeah. Okay. Charles or Paley?
Charles.
Monologue or scene?
Scene.
Tomlinson or Randall?
Randall.
Film or theater?
Theater.
Drama or comedy?
Drama.
Okay. Classical or contemporary?
Contemporary.
Play or musical?
Play.
All right. Creativity basic or basic movement?
Basic movement.
You did it!
We did it. You
yes!
did it. Yeah.
Amazing. Wow. I didn't know if you were going to make it. I didn't know.
That was fun. I liked that.
I'm so glad. Also
That's
love
amazing.
the representation. I'm also a Sheets.
Yeah. I mean, I was able to get into Sheets because I went to Pitt and like Sheets was everywhere. So I was like, okay, yeah, that's right. And I've never been to Wawa.
We might have to cut that out because people around here don't like it when you diss Wawa like that. So
I'm sorry. People will have to be mad.
Oh my goodness. Well, thank you so much, Evan, for coming on today. We are so glad that we got to sit down and chat with you and talk about all the amazing things that you do here at Temple and the wonderful Blood at the Root. Like I said, get there early. Go see the show.
Please do.
Yes, and thank you so much to Maggie for being my wonderful co-host today.
Yes.
I couldn't have done
the
it
Sunset Land.
For all of you listening, follow us at CPCA_advising for all your updates on CPCA advising. We have priority registration coming up. Gotta, register for your classes. You got to register for your summer classes, your fall classes. We're going to have some walk-in appointments available. Come talk to your advisors. They are wonderful people. They will help you figure out your course load, and you are going to be just fine next semester. And like I said, every episode, if you're not coming back next semester and you're graduating, you should also talk to your advisors because they'll help you out. They'll get you situated. All righty. Well, thank you all so much for listening, and I hope you have a wonderful week. Bye.
Bye.